Texas Ecosystem Virtual Field Trip, Chihuahuan Desert. Teaks and rationale. The teak comes from 6th grade science 12F. Diagram the levels of organization within an ecosystem, including organism, population, community, and ecosystem. This concept can be somewhat difficult for students to remember, especially when they have not had a lot of experience outside with nature. A good way to make this teak more understandable and relatable is by comparing it to what they know and then giving them something experiential to connect the information with. By physically traveling through the levels of an ecosystem in its entirety, students will be able to get the full context of the ecosystem. Furthermore, by presenting an ecosystem that is present outside of where they live in Texas, they are being exposed to a variety of organisms and ecosystems that they might not get to have the chance to experience normally. Let's go ahead and get started. Hi, I am an organism, and my name is Stephen. I am called an organism because we are only considering me solely as an individual. I am going to take you on a journey through the Chihuahuan Desert ecosystem of Texas, which is right over here. Let's get started. The Chihuahuan Desert is home to a variety of animals. Some of these include black-tailed jackrabbits, prairie dogs, roadrunners, golden eagles, lizards, mule deer, pronghorn, and much more. Let's take a look at an organism in the desert region. There is a prairie dog. And just like me, this little guy is an organism. We are the most basic level of an ecosystem, but still very important. The next step up from an organism is population. A population is a lot of the same organisms living together. It's like a family. My population is my family. We all live together and have the same last name. Here's another way to look at a population from Mr. Prairie Dog's perspective. So, what does population mean again? Describe it in your own words. Good. Now, let's get the neighborhood involved, shall we? The next level in ecosystem is the community. This is one of my favorites because it means all of the different populations in an area together. So, in my case, my community would include the Kings next door, the Wards down the block, the Gonzalez's across the street, and even the Brooks on the next street over. It's always a party with this great and diversified community. Can anyone tell me what diversified means? So many different populations. Here's an example with animals. There's a lot of different populations here too, except they don't live on streets like a real neighborhood. The final level of an ecosystem is, drumroll please, ecosystem, you guessed it. An ecosystem includes all of the biotic aspects together with the abiotic aspects. Random vocabulary quiz that is quite easy to complete. What do you think abiotic and biotic mean? If you look at the picture, clearly you can see that biotic factors are people, animals, and plants, while abiotic factors are rocks, water, air, wind, temperature, and light. If we look at our words, bio means life or living, and a is a prefix that means without. So, abiotic would be without life, and biotic would be with life. For my example, this includes the neighborhood and the park and trees and air and also all of our animal friends. So, we all come together as one to form an ecosystem. How cool is that? Remember, the order of the levels in an ecosystem is organism, population, community, ecosystem. Now, go ahead and finish your worksheet and turn it in. Thanks for journeying with me, and goodbye!